Alright, what's up, boys? I'm going to be going over a trade recap for the trade that I took last night. Let me pull up the executions for it. Um, but yeah, it was a beautiful trade. Let me see. Alright, here we go. Boom. And oh, okay. Okay. Here we go. You can see executions. Boom. Boom. Perfect. One mini. $3,500. Alright. So I'm going to be explaining why I took this trade. So the first thing that I want to show you guys is volume imbalances. This is the biggest thing. Honestly, one of the biggest things in trading. So if you look over here, you see we have like a little bit of a gap in close to open prices, right? And this, if you look at this wick right here, this wick didn't fill the volume imbalance. It came really close, but it didn't fill it. So I'm just going to mark out this entire thing. And I'll actually go in replay mode, and you can see that at this time we were bouncing off of this. This had rejected it, and I can also do this. I can also mark out the discount and premium of this range. You can see 0.618 is like right below it, and it's in between 0.5 and 0.618. So I'll put out the next 4-hour candle. You can see that this one opens, sweeps out this low, and we basically get our CRT. We actually fill the CRT, and we actually hold this way again. And now I'll hop down to the hourly time frame. Actually, I'll hop down to the 1 minute. You can see this is Asia session last night. It looks kind of like New York session, right? But let's just take a look. I'll get rid of this. You can see that we form all these low resistance lows, and what happens with these lows, we end up sweeping them soon. I actually caught these shorts as well last night for the Discord. So we end up sweeping these lows. Let's go to the 15 minute. Actually, let's go back to the hourly. You can see that we actually come down, hit this hourly gap that we left like basically relative equal lows above. And if you're looking at it from like a 15-minute perspective, this is like a super clean power of 3 and getting this remanipulation of this low. And so what we're doing now is just looking for an entry. Also 4-hour power of 3 up to all-time highs, and to fill the rest of this new week opening gap. There was a little bit more. ES still wanted to fill it as well. So let's go down to here. You can see we displace from this low, and boom. Where was I going to get my entry from? Marked out this first OTE range. I had another limit set at this volume imbalance. We never ended up hitting it. It was a volume imbalance with a 5-minute rejection block. Had another contract that I would have bought here, although it was pretty low, but my entry ended up being at, it was like right here basically, and we ended up kind of chopping around, re-sweeping that low, and then after that, you can see we just fucking full deliver straight up. I actually almost got break even right here. It was really close. So my entry ended up being closer to like here, I think. But yeah, I almost got break even. I went to bet on this trade, and it just fucking ripped up. It was beautiful. I had no complaints with this trade, and then we chop around, and then CPI comes out, and we rip up. I wish I would have held it all the way up here. I would have made like 10 bands on that one account, but it's cool. No complaints at all. But yeah, that's basically it for this trade. It was pretty simple. High time frame volume imbalance, high time frame liquidity sweep, power of 3 in a market maker buy model. So pretty obvious. I mean, if you think about it. Yeah, that's basically it for this recap. I wanted to make it short and sweet and understandable, so if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll get back to you. If you want to join my free Discord, it'll be in my Instagram bio. I always forget to put it in the YouTube bios, but yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one.